Hello, my name is Scuria-Herman, and today I'll be reacting to another Aesop Rock song that I am not sure of yet. Yes, it's been months. Yes, I will talk about it next video. Today, we're just gonna watch an Aesop Rock song, and it's gonna be perfectly fine. No mental underlying struggle, which is the reason why I haven't been posting. Because everyone knows Aesop Rock songs, there's no ounce of sadness or loss or feeling of perpetual solitude and ostracization or anything like that. That's not present in any of these songs. These are happy-go-lucky songs. In truth, doing this genuinely does make me feel better. So there was some sarcasm there, but at the same time, I feel better when I'm doing this to when I'm not doing this. I lost the cap for this. I don't know where it went. It should be here. It's not here. But I know nobody cares, but I care and it's bothering me. Regardless, from Wario Simons, he recommends Blood Sandwich from The Impossible Kid, I think. Or the same album as Rings. I forget if Rings comes from The Impossible Kid. I know every single person who watches this video will know the answer to that. I did not. For the very fact that I have 30 minutes for the specific time allotment, and I easily quintuple the time that the runtime is. So, the time that the runtime is. I'm running out of words. I'm gonna watch this. Alright, everybody ready? If you answered me, I couldn't hear you because I'm in the past. I don't know. You can tell how out of practice I am at this because I'm not sure who I am anymore. In terms of YouTube, I'm not dissociating from myself much. Let's watch this. I do want to say real quick, just because I know, okay, this does sound mean. Half of the reason I did that is because I know it bothers people. I wouldn't normally do it, but then I see a bunch of comments saying, "It's like, yeah, you know, you're giving your own take on that." Whatever. I'm not gonna go into that. What I'm gonna say is I do like the ascending notes. I don't know music. I don't know why this is the content I make. I'm a writing major. I can barely pick up a pencil to do anything but write. I just, and even that, my handwriting is horrible. Really like the chord progression. There you go. There's music sounds. Really like the chord progression so far.
Yup, steps up to the plate. Little brother, little league. 87, he was 8. Rookie.
I miss Aesop Rock so much. I haven't listened to him in months. I just, you don't know how much you enjoy an artist until you stop listening to them. You know what I mean? Or if that goes for anything. There's a lot of things that unless you stop doing it, you won't know how much you enjoy it. It gave me such like a sense of like relief and almost nostalgia to just hear him again. It's cool.
Season for the skinny slugger, newly at a T-ball. Pit against the pitcher with a ripper you could eat off. Church then a grip loans run a third verse. Granny yelling go Cubs, nose in a word search. See milfs like apes on a monolithic bleacher in an advocating war and peace in lieu of sport and leisure. Hi Peggy, I was 10 chewing on a sweet tart. Little brother left field Queens guard. Mean arm, knees bent, 2 out, 2 on bags. When I caught him staring down at something moving through the grass. Hold up, tag runner and a whole cast rotate. Not before he could identify the culprit. Granny yelling go Cubs, Graham yelling gopher.
If you're new here, what I do is I listen to at least if like a few lines. I break it down, give my thoughts on like the writing of it. I'm not really my expertise in writing. If I could say that I have expertise, is definitely not in lyricism, but nonetheless, I do try to offer my stance on that. Yup, steps to the plate, little brother, little league, 87, he was 8. Rookie season for the skinny slugger newly out of T-ball. Pit against a pitcher with a ripper you could eat off. So setting up this character, very underdog, archetypical. Church, then a group of loons, run third first, Granny yelling go Cubs, nose in her word search. That's a very good line. Granny yelling go Cubs, nose in a word search, because it's this image of this like old lady like barely paying attention, and then like just like, you know, something over there happening on the field, and then like yeah, go Cubs, while she's just completely not paying attention. That's a great image. I really like that construction, and the wording of that is really good. Scene, MILFs, I don't know what that is, like apes on a monolithic bleacher into advocating war and peace in lieu of sport and leisure. I feel like that, I'm gonna say soccer moms, but obviously I mean just like any parental figure in any sport. But that's like a sort of like soccer mom archetype of like, you know, cheering, like sort of like supporting your child so much to the point where it becomes like almost like violent and like vicious. So I like the advocating war and peace in lieu of sport and leisure, because it's not sports for fun, it's sports for competition, for being better than the other man or other kid in this case. Hi Peggy, I was 10, chewing on a sweet tart. So the narrator is 10, the character he's focusing on is 8. Little brother left field, Queen's Guard, mean arm. Knees bent, 2 out, 2 on bags. When I caught him staring down at something moving through the grass. So setting up high stakes moment in the game. Hold up, tagged runner, and the whole cast rotate. I like how he calls the team's cast. That's very cool. Because it's like a play. It's like these actors are taking their positions. Not before he could identify the culprit. Granny yelling, go Cubs. Graham yelling, gopher. That's cool. Really liking this so far. There's a few lines here that are really sticking out to me about like, and how they're like, you know, setting up these like distinct images with ease, I'd say. There's a lot of genius things here. I don't know if I should click on them. Let's just click on one of them and see how depressed I get for how wrong I was. Aesop Rock is setting the stage here. Hey, I knew that. I'm actually not missing the entire point of the song for once. Letting the listener know that the main character is this vigilante, is not Ace himself, but his younger brother Graham, who was 8 years old at the time. All right.
In red, coach on the diamond, dragging 27 inches of aluminum behind him when he transfers third. The family's turned nervous. The following is a transcript. The man bursts vermin. Here we go. Man stands out by a hole. Pest pops up to patrol. Man plays live whack-a-mole in a scene that would try every childish adult. Whoa, poor boy with a ball mitt thrown over the fence. Coach at the bench. Both teams lose. Good game, good game. Granny yelling, go Cubs. Cubs ain't playing.
Well, I mean, that's quite the image. That was, so that not the direction I thought it was gonna go, but I probably should have, knowing that the song is called Blood Sandwich. No baseball in the bubble, rut row. Parents thought it adorable, the players followed suit. Inning crawling to a close, head coach not amused. And that's the beginning of the end. Coach seeing red, coach on the diamond. I like how it goes immediately from coach seeing red, coach on the diamond. Like, immediately from the dugout, immediately shoots out onto the field. It's a quick, just progression in line that, like, shows this, like, quick, fervent movement. Dragging 27 inches of aluminum behind him. And it evokes this image of a bat without saying it's a bat. It's you know, describing the trees but not saying it's a forest. But you know what I mean. That sounds like I'm saying you're missing for the forest for the trees. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're painting the picture by the smaller elements of that picture, and then you let the audience form the picture themselves. I'm out of breath. When he transverse third, the families turn nervous. The following is a transcript of Man versus Vermin. Here we go. Man stands out by a hole. Pest pops up to patrol. Man plays live whack-a-mole. And the seed that would try every child as adults. That was the line that really stuck out to me. Obviously, the line that really stuck out to me is Man plays live whack-a-mole. And I think that's the part that really made it set in oh my god, what's he gonna do? Well, obviously we know what he's gonna do, but is he really gonna do that in front of all these kids? And this line really solidified the horror of that moment in a scene that would try every child as adults, because it's forcing maturity onto these children, and in this way that premature, yes, but also in a traumatizing way. I know the camera turned off, but I'm not gonna turn it back on mid-sentence. It just traumatizes them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's great. I got discombobulated by my camera turning off. I'm sorry. Whoa, Paul Bohr with the ball met, thrown over the fence. Coach hit the bench. Both teams lose. Good game, good game. Granny yelling, "Go Cubs! Cubs ain't playing." I really like that. That's very cool. And that's just the first verse. We got a lot to go left of the song. 3 whole minutes. Alright. But yeah, very evocative first verse. Really enjoying it so far. Really striking, really horrifying, really everything. That's a key change and a half. What is... I did not... That came out of nowhere for me. Or, a better way to say that would be it came out of left field. Like baseball.
Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers.
It's a really cool key change. I really like the way that they did that. I was thinking of making a reference just now to sea change, like in Hamlet, but exactly 0% of my audience would get that. And I don't even think it would be a funny enough joke to where anyone who would get the reference would even find it funny. So, pretend like I never even explained that I was gonna make that joke.
Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers. Yep, not a part of the machine. Big brother, big idea, 9016. Noi button tee, plaid flannelator, adolescent art kid. Tony Hawk hair, skinny puppy denim, and a record player vomiting alien sex fiend. Peel sessions in a Christian home for field testing. It's real youth in a palm of your hand when your mom thinks Satan is involved in a band. We were buried in the village voice, checking it was playing where. Pulled his head up out the paper, pushing out a single tear. 5 words like a beacon, a light in the mist. Ministry live at the Ritz. It was Christ is risen a Chris. 3 loves, 2 fish. Miracle of Mecca.
All right, I'm gonna keep listening to that if I don't pause now. So again, great musicality. Really enjoying this. Really smooth. I'm surprised the song went in this direction. Did not see that coming. Yep, not a part of the machine. Obviously, you know what that means. Big brother, big idea. 9016. I feel like 9016 relates to the baseball game itself. Could be wrong. Let's see what Genius has to say about it. Let's see immediate fact checking. This is what the internet is all about. Nothing about baseball, just the year and how old he was. And it's got 9 thumb ups. That's a 10th. If it's right, I don't know. New button tee, plaid adolescent art kid, Tony Hawk hair, skinny puppy denim. I think I'm overheated. I think I've overheated myself simply from talking. You could tell that I haven't been used to talking for the past 2 months. And a record player vomiting alien fiend, peel sessions in a Christian home for field testing. It's real youth in the palm of your hand when your mom thinks Satan is involved in a band. I forgot to do the part where I comment on what I'm reading, and I just started reading it. Christian home for field testing, real youth in the palm of your hand. Mom thinks Satan is involved in a band. Obviously, heavily more like traditional Christian views on sort of like certain genres of music, and I guess general overprotectiveness of one's child, which leads to a bunch of the things you see in the song already. We were buried in the village voice, checking who was playing where, pulling his head up out of the paper, pushing out a single tear, fine words like a beacon of light in the mist, ministry live at the Ritz. It was Christ has risen to Chris, 3 loaves, 2 fish. I'm not Christian, but I do know that 3 loaves, 2 fish is a Christian thing. But yeah, obviously painting a picture of, I think troubled is a good umbrella term, a troubled childhood. If not like, maybe not traumatic except for the gopher getting smattered. But definitely not without its ails, I'd say.
Nice loops on 2-inch. Coming to a theater, he would be there in the flesh. Moms didn't say no, but she didn't say yes.
Flesh. I like. What was the word that really got me in pigeonometry? People are still commenting on that video, by the way, saying like, "Oh, pigonometry, how dare you?" Listen, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry, but
The Ritz, it was Christ is risen to Chris. 3 loaves, 2 fish. Miracle of mechanized loops on 2-inch. Coming to a theater, he would be there in the flesh. Moms didn't say
flesh. I really like it. It's cool. Flesh. I think it was like ever or something like error. It was this weird intonation. I don't know if weird is the right word, but it's this intonation that Aesop has that is just so authentically like his style, and I don't know. It's really satisfying for my ear for some reason.
Say no, but she didn't say yes. Cop tickets, side of plot thickens. Countdown to ultimate concert experience. Mom still worrying. Why are they called ministry? Are they a cult? Maybe she would probably investigate. Bought a mag with an Al Jurgensen interview. Read a couple sentences. Glanced at a picture 2 or 3. That's all. No fair trial. Simply you will not be going to the show.
I really like the beat. I really like the beat here. I like how the fuzziness. I don't know how to describe it, but that sound over.
Glanced at a picture 2 or 3. That's
that in the back. The crackling. There you go. Not the crackling. All right, the crackling. Really like the crackling. Very cool. Gives this nostalgic and I guess kind of like lo-fi. I think lo-fi is the music that's in the background right now. It gives that kind of vibe to it.
no fair trial. Simply you will not be going to the show, and that's final. What occurred next with the top of the lungs of a son who unjustly had lost what he loved? In a moment that would transcend anger, the high art said, this is something I am willing to die for. Can you even imagine a death in a band from industrial fandom? Anyway, nobody count no concert, and Chris kicked rocks in his mismatched Converse. My older...
Let me pause it there. Already, I don't want to comment on it yet because I haven't read the lyrics, but the direction that the song took there, like that a lot. Very palpable. Definitely the wrong word, but I'm going to stick with it. Very palpable. Miracle of mechanized loops on 2-inch, coming to a theater, he would be there in the flesh. Miracle of mechanized loops on 2-inch sounds like retrofuturistic Christianity. I don't know how I can explain it, but being paired with 3 loaves, 2 fish, that line speaks to me retrofuturistic Christianity. And we're thinking of the themes of retrofuturism. We're thinking something from the past that is that thing hyperbolized, extended to the future. So it's this idea of values taken from the past and then thrust into the future. So it is the same style, same ideology, but with higher technology. And if we're saying that, we're putting that label on Christianity, we're saying that like a system of religion is outdated, that it's a retrofuturist religion. It's the same thing like togas and sandals, but at the same time, we're looking at it in this age with iPhones and laptops. Coming to a theater, he would be there in the flesh. Moms didn't say no, but she didn't say yes. Cop tickets odd, the plot thickens, countdown to the ultimate concert experience. Moss still wary, and why are they called ministry? Are they a cult? I feel like that line, I really like that line, but I feel like it's a specific band, reference to a band I do not know. But regardless, it is cool. I'm going to try to speed this up because if I'm at this rate, I am going to be late to class. We only have like a minute left of the song, but still, almost done. Bought a mug with an Al Jorgensen interview. I don't know who Al Jorgensen is, but my laptop is on 1%. Read a couple sentences, glanced at a pic or 2 or 3. That's all, no fair trial. Simply, you will not be going to the show, and that's final. I like the use of dialogue. He uses dialogue in his songs, and I think I mentioned this before in the 2D one. The 2D one that was like, he was in the Lo-Fi pose. That one. I referenced that. I like how he uses dialogue in songs. What occurred next were the top of the lungs of a son who unjustly had lost what he loved. And it's a loss of the music, of the artistic representation that he felt. In a moment that would transcend anger to high art, there you go, said that this is something I am willing to die for. Can you even imagine a death in a fan from industrial fandom? And there you go, it's looping back to retrofuturistic Christianity. Anyway, no body count, no concert. Again, childish ideology of looking at this like urge to express, and it feels, it's an urge so palpable it's fatal. And yet he lives on because it is this, you know, I wouldn't say phase, but it's this time-related mannerism. I think I just used the synonym for phase. And Chris kicked rocks in his mismatched Converse. Alright. This traumatic experience of the blood sandwich, I don't know how long my camera cut out for that, but if it did, then you're hearing this right now. All of that, and then actually reaching out to the brother again. And, you know, ask him, how are you doing? I like that. It's a good way to end off the song. Obviously, there's a little bit left, but that's like the last individual verse. Unique is the word I'm looking for. That's pretty close to individual. Give me some credit. I love this part.
Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers. Just in case of rough waters, I wanna put one up for my brothers.
I like how it kind of switched up there at the end. Like it took away some of the like layers of instrumental tracks. All right, my camera died. This is gonna be the end of the video. I was gonna read the comments, but YouTube kind of messed up the comments right now. They don't sort them by top, even when sorted by top. So I'm not gonna look at the comments. Camera is dead. Laptop is dead. Everything is dying on me. That's not a good thing to say right now, especially the context of my next video. I should not have said that, because now I'm thinking about things. I got 2 minutes left to go to class. That's it. That's all that there is. That's all she wrote. My name is Scuria-Herman. How do I end these videos again? Alright. Let me know what you want me to react to next. Always looking for more suggestions. Thank you for all your support. Gonna be posting videos more often. I know I keep saying that. I do mean it. It's just that things come up. But if it's within my power, I will do it. But anyway, that's all from me. So until next time, adieu. You can't even see me doing the salute thing. Bye.